Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about grammar for IELTS Writing Task 2. Grammar is one of the most important parts of the IELTS exam, and today we'll explain how it can make your essay more effective.
Yes. And by the end of this session, you'll understand how to use grammar accurately in IELTS Writing Task 2, how to avoid common mistakes, and how grammar helps you get a higher band score.
Let's begin with the basics. IELTS Writing. Task 2 requires you to write an essay of about 250 words on a given topic. Examiners look at your grammar range and accuracy. That means they don't only check if your sentences are correct, but also whether you use different grammar structures.
That's right. If you only write simple sentences like, I agree, this is important, people should do this, then your grammar range looks weak. You need complex sentences, conditional sentences, passive voice, and varied structures to score higher.
For example, instead of saying, education is important, it helps people get jobs, you can write, education is important because it helps people secure better jobs. This is a complex sentence, which shows better grammar.
Yes, and you can even expand it. Education is important because it helps people secure better jobs, and it also contributes to the overall development of society. Now, this shows range, clarity, and academic style.
Another important grammar area is subject-verb agreement. Many students make mistakes like, people thinks education is important. The correct form is, people think education is important. This type of error lowers your score.
Also, tenses must be used consistently. In IELTS essays, most of the time you write in the present tense when giving opinions or facts. For example, nowadays technology plays an essential role in education. But if you talk about past events, then past tense is correct. In the past, students depended mainly on books.
Exactly. Consistency is important. Don't write. Nowadays, technology plays a role in education and students depended on books. That mixes tenses incorrectly.
Let's talk about passive voice. Passive sentences are very useful in academic writing. For example, many solutions have been suggested to reduce pollution. This sounds more formal than people suggest many solutions.
Yes, but students should not overuse passive voice. A mix of active and passive sentences shows variety. For instance, governments should take action, and many policies have already been implemented. That balance works well.
Conditional sentences are also useful. For example, if governments invest more in public transport, pollution will decrease. This shows cause and effect clearly, which is often needed in IELTS essays.
And when you want to be more advanced, you can use the second conditional. If people cared more about the environment, the world would be a cleaner place. This shows flexibility in grammar.
Modal verbs also play a big role. Words like should, must, could, and might express opinions and possibilities. For example, governments should provide free health care, or this policy might reduce inequality.
Another area is relative clauses. Instead of short basic sentences, you can join them with who, which, or that. For example, education, which is considered the backbone of society, plays a vital role in development. This structure sounds formal and academic.
Yes, and don't forget cohesive devices. Grammar helps you link sentences with words like therefore, however, in addition, and as a result. These words show connections and improve coherence.
Students also need to be careful with articles. A, an, and the. Many IELTS candidates lose marks because of small article mistakes, like saying education is important instead of education is an important factor.
Prepositions are another common challenge. Mistakes like discuss about, emphasize on, or married with reduce accuracy. The correct forms are discuss, emphasize, and married to. These errors may look small, but examiners notice them.
Punctuation also falls under grammar. For example, long sentences without commas can confuse readers. You should use commas, full stops, and sometimes semicolons to make your essay clear.
Yes, and remember that writing task 2 is formal. Avoid contractions like don't or can't. Instead, write do not or cannot. This makes your essay more professional.
Let's compare two sentences. First, with weak grammar, people think government should ban cars. It is good for environment. Now, with stronger grammar, many people believe that governments should ban private cars because this would help protect the environment. The second one is more accurate and academic.
Exactly. That's how grammar can raise your band score. It's not about writing very long sentences, but about writing accurate and varied ones.
Examiners also check whether you avoid common mistakes, such as fragments or run-on sentences. For example, because people like cars, pollution increases. That's wrong. Correct version. Because people like cars, pollution increases.
Yes, and run-on sentences like, technology is useful, it helps students, it saves time, should be corrected into, technology is useful because it helps students and saves time.
Another tip is to use parallel structures. For example, the government should invest in education, create more jobs, and improve healthcare. This balanced structure makes writing smooth.
Good point. Parallelism shows grammatical control. Without it, the sentence may sound awkward. The government should invest in education, creating jobs, and healthcare. That is not parallel.
Let's also mention word forms. Many students confuse nouns, verbs, and adjectives. For example, this decision is benefit. That's wrong. Correct is, this decision is beneficial, or this decision brings benefit.
Yes, word form errors show poor grammar. Always check if you need a noun, verb, or adjective. This is important in IELTS essays.
So, if we sum up the key grammar points for IELTS Writing Task 2, they include subject-verb agreement, tense consistency, passive voice, conditionals, modal verbs, relative clauses, cohesive devices, articles, prepositions, punctuation, parallelism, and correct word forms.
Exactly. Mastering these areas helps you write essays that are clear, logical, and grammatically strong. This is how you can aim for a higher band in grammar.
So, in today's video, we learned how grammar influences IELTS Writing Task 2. We explored sentence structures, verb tenses, passive and active voice, conditionals, modals, relative clauses, and other grammar tools.
And we saw how avoiding common errors and using a variety of structures can make your essay more formal, accurate, and effective. That's how grammar supports success in IELTS Writing Task 2.